My Titans are minus 380 in the AFC South right now after the big win over the Colts, which wasn't only big for the Titans to get to 2-1, but it dropped the Colts to 0-3. We were texting about this. I think there's a decent chance that the Colts could lose their next two and be staring up at 0-5. We know the Texans and the Jags are no good. How good of a spot are my Titans in to repeat as AFC South champs?
They've had everything break their way. And to their credit, their season had a chance to get ugly early when they faced that 24-9 deficit against the Seattle Seahawks in week 2. But them bouncing back in that particular spot, establishing Derrick Henry on the ground, you could see that confidence carry forward into the game yesterday against the Colts, where Indianapolis didn't have Carson Wentz at full speed. But quite frankly, Tennessee was able to move the ball effectively. And if they were to score before the half ended, that game's a little bit more lopsided than the 14-10 scoreline going into the break. But when I look at this Titans team, I'm very curious, and I know Titans fans won't want to hear this, how they performed this weekend against a much maligned Jets team that has looked like anything but an NFL team through the first 3 weeks. But for the Jets, to their credit, they've played 3 of the top 5 defenses, top 10, we'll call it, defenses to start the season. Carolina week 1 in Zach Wilson's debut. They followed it up against Bill Belichick, who we know feasts on rookie quarterbacks. And then yesterday had to go out to the West to play Denver, who has one of the league's best secondaries. I think the Jets are going to be able to move the ball. I think they'll find some success in this game. And the one thing the Jets do relatively well, and it's, of course, a little bit of an understatement here, is that they can actually defend the run a touch. So they can try their best to potentially bottle up Derrick Henry, force Ryan Tannehill to beat them over the top. And I think this has all the makings of a little bit of a trap spot for the Titans, who have a big game, coming up within the division on deck. They could get caught looking past the Jets.